Well, I'm looking for, what am I doing?
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I feel like a crash test dummy.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this. He's the creator and host of ESPN Sports Science. He's known as the human crash test dummy, but it goes beyond just that gimmick. But meanwhile, take a look at John Brenkus in action.
Did I get choked out?
What is wrong with you?
Look, you know, all in the service of entertainment.
And information.
And information.
Because it's about human performance, what we can aspire to, what we can rise to. Meanwhile, you're still a nut. All right.
You have Steve's job title.
Okay?
I am.
Crash test dummy.
I am all right. How are you doing?
Oh, we're great.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Come,
too.
sit.
Good to see you.
Things that I do in the service of entertainment. Well, sitting here for one thing.
Entertainment, right.
You have been, pardon me, we were showing you being choked out. You've been choked out. There's a guy, Fedor Emelianenko.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't even want to be in the same building with him.
Believe me.
You know, this is the toughest guy in the world, is he not?
He is not.
Yeah.
I mean, he is genuinely the baddest man on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've never been in a fight. I don't know, you know,
You're
I'm
a
not
lover,
a martial
not a
artist.
fighter.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Completely.
He's a catcher, not a thrower, though.
And so on that day, we're like, hey, I'm going to get choked out to test out the science of being choked out by Fedor. So my heart rate gets up to over 160 just sitting still, anticipating this happening.
Is that high, Steve?
It's high.
No, I work at 190 here, so that's not a big deal.
Now, if you're the lover type, how do you wind up becoming the crash test dummy?
Well, the way that it ended up happening was I became the host of the show. I owned the company, Base Productions, and created the show, and sort of became the host because I'm always there.
No one else would do it.
And
You didn't
also,
want to pay somebody to do it.
he and Stern didn't want to pay anybody. That's what it was about, right?
Exactly. And also, we needed somebody who represented the average athlete.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 5'8", 160.
Yeah.
You know,
I did that. The FA-18. You flew in
Yeah,
Did you gray out? I grayed out.
I
got
kind
to
of grayed out.
5 Gs because they don't give you a pressurized suit.
Yeah, we got up to 7.3 Gs.
Look at you.
Did you have gas? Did you have gas?
Did you? But you didn't have a suit.
I'll tell you, I did not walk straight for days.
Yeah.
I bet.
For days.
I'm still not walking straight, and it's 20 years later.
This choking out thing, you've been choked out by Emelianenko.
By Fedor.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
Fedor. Who, if you don't follow in the world of MMA, he is the scary guy.
Correct.
I'd like to see him with Brock Lesnar one day, but we'll see what happens.
Right.
All right, so you also been choked out by BJ Penn.
Yep.
You've also been choked out by
Gina Carano.
Gina Carano.
What's wrong with
she's
you?
cute.
Look, the Gina Carano experience was
You
much more
enjoyed.
pleasant.
Yeah.
Smelled better, felt better. It was more of a
looked better.
nap than being actually choked out.
Yeah. Have you been really hurt?
Actually, the clip that you guys just played on where we had Vernon Davis dragging me on the water ski tow rope,
didn't look fun.
that sheared off all the skin on my arms.
How about
which
really
was
scared?
really
Do you go
rough.
home to
You
your
get
wife?
really
Does she
scared.
ever say to you, "What are you doing? I know I love our house and we're living well thanks to your show, but at some point."
I kind of have made it a policy to not tell her what I'm doing that day. It just seems to work out better.
Yeah.
Because if I tell her ahead of time,
Does she watch the show?
she does. Yeah, she loves the
does.
show.
I understand it. I don't know if this is important to you or not, but she took out a huge life insurance policy. And now she doesn't care what you do.
Look at you
right.
getting
Now,
choked
what
out. It's almost
scares you?
scary.
Is that the choke out? Is that the
That's
scary?
That's with
scary.
BJ Penn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
scary to see that.
I mean, that is pretty scary. Now that I've done it 3 times, I've sort of maxed out on the choke out
why
thing.
do you do it like the second or the third time?
Well, each
Or
time,
even the first time.
Each time we're
Different
testing
guys?
something different.
Okay.
And with BJ Penn, we had more technology hooked up. This is true than any other scientific test done on the choke out ever. I mean, we had all kinds of brain sensors that
You
measured
really wanna
brain
know
flow and
everything.
oxygen. We wanted to know everything, and you have to find somebody who's willing to do it. So, there's no one better than me to sort of step up to the plate to be the average
And you're
guy.
Can I volunteer someone for the next choke out?
Absolutely.
I'm out of the demographic.
Now, what's cool about the choke out is everybody thinks, oh my God, it looks like it's hurt so badly. What's amazing is that you don't remember anything. Your brain actually stops
had nights like
recording
that.
right before you pass out. So you feel pressure. The next thing you know, you're just talking.
You know, I actually had this done to me years ago by a guy who was a very, very famous wrestler in another era, a man named Vern Gagne. Do you know the name? Okay. To a lot of you.
Gagne's been on you.
And he was. And he did we were doing the funny thing on the air. And I said, you can't do this to me. He said, I can do it in 1 second. I said, yeah, come on.
Oh my gosh.
Just like that.
How do we silence him like that now?
Now, you don't
Can we do
remember passing out, though.
I wonder if he took advantage of me.
Did he grab
He
you?
might have.
Like
You
Spock?
don't know that there's an actual gap. You're actually bringing yourself
Other than you have
This
no
is
hair
all
on
a
your
dream.
arm.
Did you wake up with
What?
bruises?
Is there
This is
anything
a
else
dream,
that's
and you
ever
woke up with
happened?
bruises.
Anything else that's ever happened? I mean, you definitely, I definitely have the bumps and bruises, and
Yeah.
I have no broken bones. I mean, what we're doing is we're setting up, things that are right on the edge of being super dangerous. So
Right.
going up against Ndamukong Suh, who went #2 this
Yeah,
year in the
yes.
NFL draft,
Yes.
going to head to head with him off
Crazy.
the line to show what the average person
So
experience.
if your show
insane.
is in jeopardy and you need, would you die for your show to get a good rating?
I die. No, I would not. I would draw. You have to draw a line
Do you
somewhere.
want a death-defying experience? Come and sit in this man's
Would you
chair.
die for
I
this show?
dare you for
I mean,
1 hour.
you may, but would
Hey,
you?
look, my career died for the show, so it's great to see
And he
you.
didn't feel a thing.
Thank you so much.
What a pleasure.
You can
I
see
really
sports science on ESPN. When do we see it?
You can see it all over ESPN. It's
Yeah, all over.
run all over, and also you can follow it on Twitter on
Very nice.
sports_science.
So what I'm thinking now is that when that wrestler put me out, this is a dream.
Yeah.
This is a
I'm
nice
still
little-
out.
be.
I am still out right now.
You could be
Bobby
out. You would
Ewing.
never know.
You're right.
Closer to a
You're gonna wake
nightmare
up
than
in
a
the
dream.
shower.
That's okay.
We're going to adopt a pet coming up here in a moment. We'll be back. Charo is with us.
Wonder if you'll be alone in the
Nelly
shower.
from